Should I inform them that we are about to start? My aunt?
We're already live. Boom! I know. How crazy is that?
Oh!
Yeah. I probably should have checked to see if Ramon's there. He's been quiet.
No, I'm alive.
Yes! Living Ramon's my favorite. Alright, we get to play D&D. It's my favorite time of every week. Well, twice a week. Anyways...
Your addiction.
I know, right? Welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is Group 2, Pride and Prudence. We are rolling with a partial party tonight. We have JD controlling Tristan, Ramon controlling...
Hey.
Not Malik. I almost said Malik. Ramon controlling Urkus, who is significantly less murder happy.
Well, I'm also not evil.
Hey, Malik's not evil.
I know, but I'm not either. So
yeah. And then we have Kaylee joining Group 2 tonight with a new character whose name has yet to be given to me.
Oh yeah, I had to do that.
Yes. So go ahead and add that to your character sheet.
And if it's female, it'll probably be hit on by Brock when he becomes conscious again.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So when we last left off the party, you guys had acquired a heck of an artifact. You actually acquired your first Earthfire artifact. It is a mirror named Shattertooth. And Draylin just gave it to you guys without any sort of a fight. With the only line being, tell Anadelia about him. And then you guys let Tristan attune to the mirror. And from there, he suffered several minor and major detriments through the attunement process, and found out that the mirror has a great inner power he would eventually be able to use, but he can't access it yet, as there's a part of the process he hasn't finished attuning to it yet. And that part is the mirror is beckoning him to kill a creature of a similar alignment as him. That said, though, he does have brief moments of temporary, well, long moments of long-term madness, but brief moments of temporary true sight while wielding the mirror. Seeing as Tristan couldn't speak or really perform any functions after he meditated on the mirror for an hour, the party sought to seek a cleric to cure him. From there, you guys left the manor and headed out into the capital. From my understanding, everybody was with the party except for Brock.
Alright. I got my name, by the way.
Alright, and I will murder you for me having to pronounce this every time. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, all you gotta do, all you gotta do is
fine.
pronounce the first one. That's her last name. You don't know how to pronounce the last one. Just looks nicer on the paper.
Yes, we have Kaylee tonight controlling Zilia. Alright, so for the rest of the party, Tristan, Roman, and Urkus, and the part of the harem that left out before Brock stayed behind. Because Brock was leaving with you guys, and then he stopped to talk to his sister. Where are you guys headed? Because I believe... Was it the water temple, or was it the nearest, temple available to you guys? Because the nearest one was to Nerinius.
Yeah, nearest temple available.
All right. So, you guys are going to head to Nerinius's temple. You already know him, and I do need to ask, or tell Kaylee one more thing. Per our discussion earlier when we were talking about the vault.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, keep going.
Remember where we said your item was stored and what happened to it?
Yeah?
In order for you to have access to that vault, you would have to be a member of a faction called the Merchants of the Ruby. And
okay.
Doing so, you would have a ruby pendant that marks your membership around your neck.
I'm sorry, you cut out there?
Testing. 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 Hey, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Nope, you can't hear me. Can't hear me.
I guess you said nothing, because everything just went silent.
Testing, 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 testing.
Alright, I gotcha.
Testing, 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 testing. Hey, can you guys hear me?
You're good.
Alright,
Yes.
yeah, my other microphone just decided it didn't like me and stopped being a thing, so I just switched to my headset. It's a little fuzzier, but it'll be whatever.
You sound clear as a whistle right now, buddy.
Alright, let's go then. Anyways, you have a ruby pendant, marking you as a member of that faction.
So kind of like Elsie?
Yes, your character is a member of the Merchants of the Ruby. They are a worldwide trade faction. Most of them are good guys, too. And by most, I mean 50%.
Oh, that's great.
Alright. So, to Nerinius's place. That's what I was grabbing. Yeah. You guys have been here before. It is... Let me move us over to the Ardor page so everybody can see it. Boom, 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 boom. It is on the south side of town. It's the blue X. It is the blue X on at the top of Somia. The building is a two-part building. There is a Sage's Tower attached to it, and the main building is a public library with no doors on it. Inside is a hearth lit that provides a small amount of warmth against the cold of the weather outside, though. It more so just makes it bearable inside of here. As always, you guys are able to find Nerinius with his nose dug into a book as he's it's his job actually to maintain this temple.
Hey, I just finished filling out my personality traits. This is gonna be a fun character.
Yeah, I'm gonna open them on another screen. Oh, this is the bad thing about DMing on my home computer is I can't open people's character sheets and just like dive into everything.
What do you mean you can't open it?
Well, I mean I can open it. I'm just not gonna show it off on stream to everybody.
Got it.
Alright, do you guys want to head in?
No, we're good.
Yeah, I'm not there, so I can't give my input.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait out. We're just looking at Tristan. Just are we going?
Yes, we're going in, which Tristan would say if he could speak.
We'll know by you just walking in, since we know you can't talk.
Alright, so you guys head inside, and it's Nerinius's job just to kind of manage this place. He takes note of you guys walking inside, looking up from his book, but he doesn't get up to come greet you. You might even say it's a power move.
Tristan steps forward and gestures at his throat, and then makes kind of slashing motion.
He's gonna look at you, inspect you for a couple moments, and do a medicine check on you and say, "You've lost your ability to speak? Magically inflicted?"
Nod vigorously.
He puts down his book and begins to circle around you and says, "I suppose you've come here seeking a cure for this ailment?"
Further nodding.
To your nodding, he says, "Well, certainly I need the divine energies my goddess provides me with to keep this temple safe. But I could spare some of them, if persuaded."
Tristan is trying really hard not to roll his eyes right now.
He stops in front of you and extends out a hand.
Tristan digs in his money pouch and doles out 20 gold.
He pockets it and says, "Your tithes are appreciated, but not nearly enough to cover the cost of such a spell."
Am I in with earshot of this, or am I not there?
You are not there yet. Actually, let me jump over to you. You are actually in the area. You have heard, as the types of jobs that you're telling me that you take for money, if you just generally want to do a quest to get some money, you know Nerinius is the contact for the Merchants of the Ruby for any shady job. And if you're looking for something of just trying to make a quick coin, he could set you up with somebody. You would be coming across the bridge and almost in this area as this is going down.
Got it. I'm also changing my picture, so don't describe me.
Okay, I noticed that when I pulled up your character sheet.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Does anybody else want to put any more money into this guy's hand?
I was gonna if I was close enough.
Let me see how much I have.
Tristan puts forth an additional 130, bringing the total up to 150.
A large frog-like smile stretches across Nerinius's face, and says, "Certainly the goddess smiles on you for your generosity."
Tristan is trying really hard not to roll his eyes.
I'll do it then.
At this moment, Zilia's going to walk in as Nerinius is in the middle of an incantation. He casts Remove Curse. Actually, let me make sure that's on his spell list.
Yeah, he tries to cast remove curse and it doesn't work because he doesn't have it.
Yeah, he is a cleric, but I need to see if it's if he has it. Oof. Alright. Let's go to the TMG real quick. Just give me one quick second. Oh, snap. Look at how lucky JD is. A calm emotion spell can suppress the effects of madness, while lesser restoration can rid the character of short-term or long-term madness. So, there we go. He casts lesser restoration on you, as he doesn't have access to 3rd level spells yet. But you are cleansed of your ailments.
Malady.
Yeah. You feel the faculties of your mind return to you.
Excellent.
That said, your senses are still overwhelmed. As far as your sense of smell, you smell nothing but sulfur, and the people standing close to you smell the aura of sulfur coming off of you. You are also terribly hungry all the time.
That's fine. I'm very much. It's very much a non-factor.
I never needed my nose or perception for nothing, no ways.
No, Tristan just doesn't really care what most people think of him.
All right. So, are you there, Kaylee?
I am.
Okay. So, lots of things are about to start happening.
Okay.
The first thing that's going to happen when you step into here and you're watching this go down, what is your character's perception?
I'd say she really doesn't concern herself with this kind of situation. She wouldn't.
Oh no, your passive perception's 11.
Okay.
What's Urkus's passive perception? Everybody just go ahead and give me yours real quick, and I'm just going to describe who notices what.
Passive is 10. I don't have Roman specialized.
Alright. Your guys seeing people characters are out tonight. Oh my gosh, yeah, Roman's at 21, so he's definitely going to notice stuff.
Mine is 16.
Alright. So, the first thing you guys are going to notice is this, go ahead and describe to me how Zillia's dressed, Kaylee.
She would be dressed in, like, purple garments and a not very long skirt covering her, faunish legs.
Okay.
She'd be wearing, like, red robes and stuff.
Alright, and horns clearly visible, right? Or would you have some type of hat?
Definitely.
Okay.
No, yeah, you can't hide them.
Alright, so you guys
They're huge.
You guys are going to see this, half human, half fae-like, person, step into the temple, and immediately, Tristan is going to notice, Tristan's going to notice, oh my gosh, her name just slipped my mind. Tristan's going to notice Nathan duck behind a pair of bookshelves and shrink more than she normally does around people. Nobody else is going to notice, though. Roman would, and I'm going to roll a percentage check for him for if he'd say something. 100% on that percentage die. So as you step in, you're gonna also notice this fighter turn to a set of bookshelves and kneel down and say, "What you looking at, Nathan?" That name is going to spark fury in you, as you do recognize it as the person who broke into the vault a couple days ago.
Oh shit!
Days?
I'm not at my computer. I'm plugging it in right now. So give me a second. I'm under a desk.
How long did Krun have her? Wait. Yeah.
From what you guys know, well, actually, I don't think anybody asked the time frame Krun had her.
Yeah, we don't have the time frame. I thought it was already a while, but no.
Yeah.
It changed the timeline.
You guys just know that she was in prison because she was captured after she broke into that vault. Or rather, she was sold into slavery. Which is a better fate than dying, so.
And a fire from the heart of embers.
Yeah.
Okay, hi. My computer's died. I'm on my phone right now, but I'm going to tell you what she does so that we can work with this while my computer is starting back up. So she is going to look at him. She's going to look at him like very long, and she's going to be like, "So, what's your name?"
You're asking the fighter that?
Yeah, the one who stole the my item.
The fighter did not steal it. He said Nathan. Nathan's the person who stole it. You don't see her, though.
Oh, okay.
You know very clearly that she is a Fey-like creature like you, but you haven't met her before.
Okay. So I don't notice her.
Yeah, you can roll a perception check with advantage to notice her. She's hiding from you, and he's pointing her out.
Oh, so she knows she stole from me. Alright, so the fighter's the one talking to me, alright?
No, he's talking to Nathan.
Oh, what the hell am I supposed to do?
No, you walk in, and she hides. You hear him lean down and say that.
Alright.
Just because Roman is a shit stirrer. You can do whatever you want with that information. That's why I said a lot of things were happening, and I just wanted to say who sees what.
I know that he's acting weird, so I'm gonna keep my eye on him, and I'm gonna kind of walk up to the desk to do my own thing.
Alrighty, there's a large group of adventurers crowded around Nerinius. That would be the party.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way over there to do my thing.
Alright, what's the party doing right now? You guys all...
With the crying baby.
Yeah. You guys all, well, rather not all. Tristan notices Nathan hide. Urkis notices Roman point her out.
I'm sure you're not. The flying squirrel would not come out and say hi to them. This has resulted in meltdown.
Say again, Brandon?
Tristan notices Nathan hide. Urkis notices Roman point her out. There is a Fey-like lady here that stepped in that Nathan appears to be afraid of.
Okay. Tristan will glance at the Fey-like woman and observe.
She's stepped closer to you guys. There's a stare-off happening.
Insert theme of the good and bad and the ugly here.
I am on push to talk. I am sorry. I'm walking over to talk to the person that they were talking to.
Alright. Nerinius is there. What do you want to ask him? He hands out jobs for money.
I am going to ask him directly if he has any jobs for me.
He is a contact of many shady deals. You have a language that you know as far as being a rogue called Rogues Can't.
Thieves Can't.
Do you mean Thieves Can't?
Yeah, Thieves Can't. I'm sorry about that. He speaks to you, basically explaining he does not have any jobs for you. However, through the little inclinations in his speech, you're able to pick up in Thieves Can't that he's saying, maybe not in front of these so lawful people.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I also posted a new photo if you want to check it out.
Alrighty.
She is not light-skinned.
Got it. Still with the silver hair?
It's kind of blondish pink, but yeah. Zilly's gonna stare them down and just kind of move away to the side to wait until they leave.
Alright, let's see if Nathan can get out of here. As a stare down is happening, and you guys, start walking around each other, sneaking, with disadvantage from, behind a bookshelf next to Roman, and just creeping ever so slightly towards the door, you're gonna notice this otherworldly creature, in a slave's collar, just trying to stay out of your line of sight. Her eyes are like giant glowing emeralds. And
if I see her.
Yes, you do see her. She rolled a 7
Yes.
on her check.
I am going to turn to her and I'm going to stare right at her as she's walking, as she's trying to sneak. I'm going to say, you're not doing a very good job there.
Yeah, she's gonna look back and say, who? Me? I have never seen you before in my life.
Well, hang on one second, okay? Okay, so I turn to her and I say, I know you haven't seen me, but I know who you are.
Also, at any time, you can roll insight on her statements.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna tell her that I know who you are.
Her eyes are going to go wide, which is very unnerving as she doesn't have any irises. And she's going to look side to side at the people she's traveling with and say, "That's wonderful! I know who I am too!"
Yeah, you're funny! I'm gonna walk closer. I'm gonna be very intimidating as I'm doing it.
Roll me an intimidation check.
God, I'm gonna fail and I'm gonna trip on my face, aren't I?
I believe in you.
Intimidation. There it is. God damn it. No! Do I have advantage because she's already scared of me? Please tell me she is.
Let me roll a, percentage check.
Oh my god.
You do not have advantage on that check.
I hate you.
However, Nathan is going to seem to collect a, is going to seem to collect a bit of herself. And,
How does she do that?
she's going to stand up a little bit straighter, as far as, you know, that instead of that slumpy forward shrinking of just like, oh, don't notice me, like, you know what, I got this.
Alright, I'm gonna walk towards her and I'd be like, alright, I know who you are, and I know what you have that's mine, and I want it back.
Nathan is going to look at the rest of the party and say, I don't steal! Ask them, I don't!
Bullshit! Where is it?
Oh, snap!
I'm gonna grab her by the shirt.
Nathan would also have with her a burlap sack right now, filled with a couple of things. Good news is she didn't steal anything from here.
Good. Bad news?
The bad news is
she's got what I'm looking for?
No, she has disadvantage on that check that she just rolled.
Oh, okay.
So.
Nice. Nice.
As you grab her and shake her, she's going to...
Oh no, I'm not gonna shake her. I'm just gonna hold her and like bring her real close to my face.
She's going to say, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying. And I know you're lying. Because they told me that you were the one that stole it.
She looks you in the eyes and says, everything I took, I returned. Or was returned.
Because I do not have the item you stole from me. And if you don't return it right now, I'm gonna have to get the guards.
Nathan's going to look to the rest of the party and say, I'm just a slave. I don't have anything other than what they allow me to have, right? Everybody's gonna get like kind of a fishy feeling that that's not really true.
Oh, you don't say. What was it that tipped me off? Was it when she tried to steal the immensely powerful artifact that I'm now in possession of not 30 minutes ago? Could it possibly be that, Brandon?
Maybe.
So what I'm getting at is that you guys are on my side. Thank you.
Well, Tristan doesn't say anything per se. He's just kind of waiting and watching this unfold. Kind of smirking a little bit.
Hey, Nathan is an upstanding citizen.
Who steals things.
Who's doing time for her crimes.
Alright, so what is the party gonna do now that I'm manhandling their friend here?
Slave. She's not a friend. She's our slave.
Not even our slave. Not even our slave. He's her owner is not here. But
yeah, we stole her.
Well,
you stole a person.
He had the intentions of coming with you guys.
Well, I mean, technically, she is property.
I mean, technically, if you were sitting right here, I'd punch you in the face for that kind of quote.
Granted, but I'm just trying to stay true to the narrative here.
I'm not saying that you're not.
Yeah, there's a lot of gray area with slavery in this world. A lot of people don't like it.
My character would not like it because that's just her opinion.
Tristan's generally not okay with it either, but he's not in a high enough position to abolish the institution of it just yet.
Yeah. So my character is just gonna grab this person by the shirt and just hold him real close and look at the party and like, all right, what are you guys gonna do about this?
I mean, you can't really take her. You're saying she stole something from you, but I mean, if it's not in that sack she has, she doesn't have it.
Okay, but she stole my item.
And she is paying for stealing quite a few things, I think, which is why she's a slave now.
Alright, I'm gonna grab that sack that she has and I'm gonna search through it. I'm pulling every single thing out of it.
Oh man, I had that loot table last week of what was in it.
Bunch of little knickknacks.
Yeah, so going through it, you're gonna pull out a lot of small tangible art items. And I'm like trying to talk to the microphone that I forgot I deactivated. You're gonna pull out a small bunch of small little art items as far as like statues you'd expect on atop a pedestal, candle holders, silverware, and things like that.
Civilware.
Yes, silverware.
Love the way you say that, by the way. It's adorable.
The majority of things in this container that were valuable, Roman removed last session at the end of the session.
Alright, well, do I find what I'm looking for?
You do not. If you want to inspect her any further, you'd have to roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Damn it! Thought the dice were gonna be my favorite tonight. I really did.
Describe to me how you're investigating her, and I'll tell you if you're able to glean anything off of that.
I am just opening the bag and pouring everything on the floor, and just kind of like pushing things, like slowly looking through it.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna be able to sift through half of this mess of little art objects before Norenius walks up to you guys with his hands in his sleeves and says, "Is there a problem here?"
Yes, this thief here stole my stuff. They stole it from a safe.
He raises an eyebrow and looks towards Nathan and says, "Wait, you're the one who broke into the vault?"
I know it is.
What?
He looks rather impressed with Nathan and says, "A great many items are still missing."
Yeah, like my item. And I'd like it back.
Nathan is looking like she's about to start sweating if she was capable of such a thing.
Oh, are you
no,
saying
she doesn't have
that she's maybe not all that human?
Oh yeah, Nathan.
Really?
Yeah,
Hi,
Nathan
Elaine.
looks completely alien.
Okay, so I turn to the person that stole. It's Nathan, right?
Yes.
I turn to Nathan and I say, look, if you don't either give me back my item or tell me where it is, I'm gonna start kicking asses.
You might want to start saying what this item is. Just trying to help here.
I'm sorry, Brandon, what was it?
It was a seed, given to you by the person who created you.
Yes, my father. It was a magical seed. Makes a giant beanstalk. Did he throw it out a window? Did a boy named Jack climb it?
Nathan is going to say, I might have it.
Where?
She's going to look to the rest of the party and say, I don't want her to hurt me.
I'm gonna hurt her, and as she's saying that, I'm going to use my strength and punch her in the boob.
Ooh. Oh.
You are not gonna touch her armor class. Feeling much more confident in herself.
Alright. Don't I have that ram attack? Where's my ram attack?
Yeah, you do have the ram attack. You're gonna just ram your horns.
Yes! Have you seen my horns? They're beautiful!
Yeah, I'm pulling it up for you now.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good night.
Alright. It is... Oof, you're not gonna like that one. It is.
Why?
It is also plus your strength modifier. So it's going to be your proficiency bonus 3 plus...
Oh my god.
You are proficient with it, though.
Oh, okay.
So 3 plus 1 plus a d20 roll.
Okay, 3 plus 1 plus a d20. Okay. Give me a second.
Oh wait, do you have... What's your strength at?
My strength's at 3.
Oh, plus 3? Yeah, so then yours would actually be, oh my gosh, you have 3 strength?
Yeah. Is that bad?
No, but do remember I did say I was gonna adjust your ability scores, so I will touch that later after the session.
You touch my ability scores.
I will. Inappropriately, too.
You dirty, dirty boy.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll that attack at her.
Okay, it was what again?
It's going to be d20 plus 6.
Okay, 1d20 plus 6. Okay, and I'll add that to my sheet in a second. It's another 8. Oh my god.
Beautiful. Mother fudging beautiful. Alright, so you're going to take a swing at Nathan, and she's going to get out of the way. And as she does, you're going to take your horns and try and ram them forward at her. And again, she dodges. You stop just short of hitting a bookshelf, and she says, "Hey, calm down!"
I will not calm down! That's the last thing you want to tell a raging woman. Do not calm down!
I'm gonna look at the rest of the people in the party. It's like, shouldn't we, like, stop this?
Yeah, stay out of this. This is a woman. This is a cat fight. I'm gonna start a cat fight. Ow! I'm gonna start a cat fight.
Where's Brock when you need him?
Alright.
I just punched my mic. Okay. How do I start? What do I roll to start a cat fight?
I mean, you can keep attacking her if you want.
No, I want to, like, grapple her to the ground and start a cat fight like that. One of those kind of cat fights.
You take an attack action, and you substitute your attack action for a athletics check.
Okay, I can't use my acrobatics.
Not in initiating the grapple.
Okay.
Another strength check. Believe in yourself.
Wait! I just checked. I have 6 athletics. I'm gonna do that. So, can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you kidding me?
Orange Jesus is not with you today.
The dice were with me earlier, my god.
Because that is a 1, I don't normally do critical fails. So on Orencina's behalf, or not Orencina, I'm sorry, that's the wrong character.
I'm like shaking.
We're gonna roll her a check.
rage.
She is going to move out of the way and this time, like, just stick her foot out as you go to grapple her. And you're gonna trip.
Okay, can I do something else?
Yeah, you can. Everybody watching this is kind of like circling around now. Just
this is the only thing I can think of.
Oh wow, she's pulling a dagger on her.
Okay.
That is going to hit.
Boom, baby. Suck it.
Yeah.
I did 6 damage, and I am happy with that.
All right, you're going for the full stab.
No, just kind of like slashing at her.
All right, so as she turns to walk away from you, after tripping you, you're gonna get back up and stab her, or slash her across the back, catching her off guard, and that is going.
Is that technically a sneak attack?
No, it's not technically a sneak attack.
I was gonna say, then I get 3d6.
Let's see. All right. She's going to.
Technically, she's off guard, and I should get a sneak attack, but
Yeah,
I'm not
she's
gonna
gonna-
argue with the DM.
She's gonna put her hand on her side and look up in anger, and said, "I was trying to protect them, but they're the ones you're after." And she points at the party.
I look at them very angrily.
What?
And she says, "Krun took my treasures, and they burned down his house."
So, where is my item?
No. The Heart of Embers.
Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
Damn it, why can Brock not be here?
There you go.
What did I get?
You get an 11, dude.
11. You can roll
What am
insight against
I
it.
rolling? I can?
Yes.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Insight, if you don't believe him.
Insight. I don't know what insight is. God damn it.
I mean, you've got, like, I think a -1 in it.
I have a negative and nothing.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I wish the
You want me to
mean
roll it for
investigation?
you?
No,
Nope.
insight. There it is. It's a 7.
I mean, sounds pretty believable. You heard some stories about it.
So I'm going to walk up to him,
yeah.
and I'm going to say, if they did that, then where is my item?
Well, if... I don't know. Like, look. We found her a few days ago. Apparently she used to belong to Krun. And if the stuff is, as she says, with him, then probably at his burned down house.
So my item's destroyed.
Maybe?
She's gonna turn to the person that she knows stole the goods, and she wants to stab her. Like, stab her, like,
Is Jessica
right
with
in the
us?
hand.
I always gotta check if Jessica's with us.
Jessica
at
would
this-
be with you guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
at this, Tristan is going to intervene. So
Stab her.
he'll look to her and say, "Halt."
They did it! Stab her!
Another duck is up there.
22!
Tristan stepping between you guys. There is now
Oh.
a armored cleric. Is Tristan still holding the mirror, or is it in his bag?
Will I lose the powers if I stuff it in my bag?
You will not have the brief moments of true sight, but you'll still be attuned to it, but you're not fully attuned to it. You still get the benefits you have, but, you know, holding it is what's letting you see people occasionally.
See the unseen.
Yeah, you don't have to
Okay.
reattune to it.
I'd have to reattune to it if I put it in my pack.
No, you don't have to reattune to it if you put it in your pack. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay, just making
Yeah,
sure.
I can.
Okay.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
I can hear you too.
Yep.
Anyways, the man standing in front of you smells of straight sulfur. Being close to him, it almost burns your nose.
I'm gonna growl at him and try my intimidation again. But keep in mind, I am an adorable little fawn girl. Out of 17.
Alright, that's a
not
lot better. Even though this weird Fey deer person is here attacking Nathan and just like spewing out these angry yells, she's much more deadly with the dagger in her hand.
Don't mess with me. Cut your dick off.
Goodness.
Oh my.
That's what I say, by the way. I say that to you.
Tristan will raise an eyebrow, shake his head, and say, I'm going to have to ask you not to spill any blood in a church of all places.
God doesn't exist.
Well, have you been to Umiya's temple? I hear she regularly holds sermons there.
I'm not interested in going to a sermon. I'm interested in getting back my seed. I was going to start a farm with it.
I don't know what sort of innuendo that you're
Well,
going on about, to be honest. Nor do I care.
Well, you should start caring.
I would say the same to you. Technically, we are responsible for this woman until we find some better place to put her.
9 minutes left.
In the meantime,
Alright.
we do intend to keep a decent watch over her.
Nathan is going to put a bloody thumbs up behind Tristan and say, "Yeah, I haven't stolen anything of value since I've been with him."
That was early in the season.
I do not believe that at all.
Tristan turns to Nathan and says, hush, dear, the adults are talking.
So,
I'm the deer. My character says that, by the way. I'm the deer.
that's right, I don't think you tighten up.
Perhaps. You don't look very, deer-like at the moment. You're a little vicious.
My cute little deer. Alright then. My character is then going to stare down. Like, stare down. Person she's after and the person she stabbed. Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan's gonna place a. She's not gonna say anything, but she's just gonna place a finger on her chest and look around.
Yeah. And she nods, like, yeah, I'm looking at you.
Okay.
Watch your back.
Alright, bye.
Just sleep with your eyes open.
Well, it would seem that we are at an impasse. If you will not let us proceed on our way without assaulting.
Look, here's the deal. Either I kill her, or I get my item back. That is what's gonna happen.
Well, we're not going to let you kill her. And we don't know where your item is. But we would not be opposed to helping you look for it throughout our travels, if you would like to join us.
Alright then. I guess I'm part of the group, but... She points to Nate and she's like, she is gonna do whatever I say.
She's gonna look at Tristan and say, she can't do that! Wait, can she? How do the laws of this land work again?
Tristan glances at Nathan and raises an eyebrow and says, "Oh, I don't know. Why don't we consult the contents of your pockets?"
Are you asking her to empty her pockets right now?
No.
Oh.
He says, "So, you don't remember stealing this thing?"
She's going to shrug and say, I took a lot of things that look like my Ild.
Right.
And she pulls out the, you guys know the opal that she's been carrying around with her. It is a palm-sized gemstone that she can wrap her hand around, kind of like an oval baseball. Silver in nature. Elsie, sorry.
Hey!
Zilia is going to recognize it. It is not your seed, but it looks very, very close to it, except yours was green. And there was something opaque in the middle of yours.
Alright. I'm gonna point to it and said, that kind of looks like it, but that's not mine. I don't want that one. I want mine.
We've picked up on that.
But she's gonna reach out and she's gonna take it though. She's like, it's obviously not yours.
That one is Nathan's, and you're gonna have to make a sleight of hand check to try and get it from her.
Oh, well, if it's hers, then I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna keep an eye on her. Because now I'm gonna put in my notes that I have no trust for her. At all. Like, the second I can murder her, I will.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
What, how do you spell her name?
Nathan?
Yeah.
I will show you her character sheet.
God, she is creepy. I don't like her. She's sick. She's age 16.
Appearance 16. She's cute.
She is not cute. She is an ugly little demon child. And I will put in thinks she could use a makeover. Alright.
Harsh.
Yeah. Alright, does everybody know what my character looks like, or is that just not something to be concerned about?
I can show your character sheet to everybody. Or your profile.
I'll look at it.
Ooh. Alright.
She's a pretty little dear girl.
Alright, Nerinius has been observing this whole exchange happening in a careful silence.
Fantastic. So, should we be on our way now?
It's probably for the best before they call the guards. Because I still very much want to murder the 16-year-old standing next to me.
Nathan's not 16. Nobody knows how old she is.
Okay. Well, then I still want to murder her, though.
Duly noted. And still,
I'll
have to ask you to refrain.
But, you know, I mean, if she was, like, being murdered by somebody else, you know, I'm not gonna turn... I'm not gonna notice, you know? Yeah. This is me talking out of character. My character doesn't say that out loud.
Right.
Alright, so before the plan was to go and murder Draylin, has that changed any?
I shouldn't think it would.
No, I mean, I think we're just... I mean, depending on what Tristan's gonna do, if he's gonna look for him, or if we're gonna wait on Brock to meet up with us so he can do his thing.
Now that Tristan can talk, what we discussed before, Tristan would know he's not completely attuned to the mirror yet. It is a mental burden on him, and it is beckoning him to kill somebody.
Yes, and I have the perfect idea of who I'm going to kill.
But we need Brock's house.
I mean, do we?
It's a nice fancy house and it's cold outside. Probably wait till after winter.
Alright, so, I must feed, kill, I must kill.
Oh, hold on, let me turn the music to something more appropriate.
More appropriate for me plotting on who I will kill.
Yes. There we go. But go on.
Hey, where's Brock?
Are you asking the party that?
No, because I don't know who the hell it is.
Oh.
Where is Brock, though?
He is absent in tonight's session. I will be controlling him, though, if you guys do encounter him.
I mean, I would like to. Is that weird?
No. I don't push.
I heard he was a very interesting character.
Yeah, I don't push you guys in any particular direction. What you choose to do is what you choose to do.
Yeah, I was just told that he was a very interesting character and wanted to meet him.
Now, that said, this is something the rest of the party is going to know. You guys didn't really inspect the ruins of Krun's house. You went to, and then saw people were talking in front of it that the Heart of Embers attacked them, and then you guys said good enough and walked away.
I mean...
Is that not good enough?
And I mean, that would be Urkus and Roman, actually, who were the ones who did it, and then relayed the information to everybody else. So I'm going to roll a check for if Roman would say anything. Roman's just going to look at Urkus, but he's not going to say anything. And Roman has that look on his face that there's something he knows that it's kind of like, Urkus, buddy, we're in deep here, but... And he, you know, has his mouth closed.
I have no idea. Should I roll a history to see if I remember? Because I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
I want to at least know what it is that I don't know. Or maybe I don't know it. I don't know. The dice will tell. I probably don't know it.
Yeah, and Urkus is mine, man. Everything's cool. Yeah, whatever.
I have no idea what's going on. This sulfur is getting me high.
The sulfur is...
Okay. Walking down these streets, though, to get to where we want to go, I'm gonna pull out my pan flute and I'm gonna play a tune.
You do not have the pan flute.
I don't! Where do I have a pan flute? I thought we discussed this. I had a pan flute.
No, that was a variant that they could have. I am not giving you that pan flute. Nothing personal.
What?
Be happy
Pan
with
flute
your
racist.
Yeah, be happy with your good ability scores.
Can I at least have my tiny harp?
I will give you a tiny magical harp in exchange for.
Oh no, I don't want it to be magical. I just want to have a pan flute that I can play down the street.
Oh
and
yeah.
You get money too.
You can spend gold in the player's handbook for items of their cost for the non-magical ones. So it would just be whatever an instrument costs, and then subtract it from your starting gold.
Wait, but I thought I already have one. I thought we discussed it earlier.
We didn't discuss your gear earlier.
Yeah, we talked about my...
Are you sure you talked to me? Was I there?
You might have passed out, because it was yesterday.
Yeah, I was about to say, I took cough medicine yesterday when we were talking and was definitely asleep for 2 hours.
Okay, yeah, I asked you...
But yeah, subtract it from your starting gold. I think it's like 12, or like, I think it's 8 gold for an instrument. I'm looking now.
Okay. Yeah, because I asked you, can I have a tiny harp or a pan flute? And you said,
I was probably asleep.
I took it as a yes! I took it as a yes, though.
I wasn't in a state of mind to consent. No, I'm not going to do sexual harassment jokes here. Let's see. A musical...
Come on, those are the best kind of jokes.
A musical instrument, a pan flute, is 12 gold.
Alright, I'll do that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to also make money. So I'm gonna walk down the street playing my pan flute.
Okay. Roll me a performance check.
Oh, I'm performance. I am great at these. I have a +9. Okay. 2. 1 in a row.
Good heebie-jeebie. Alright, where are you guys going?
How much money do I make? Do I make that?
It depends.
Pan flute?
It depends on where you guys are going. You guys are currently looking for somebody to murder, if I'm not mistaken.
I still think, like, let's speak of, like, shouldn't we, like, wait for Brock for him to finally show up? Since we might want to have all hands on deck.
Are you saying that as a character?
Yeah, as a character.
Yeah, Roman is going to agree. Not really being one to back out of a fight, but more so knowing that he's going to have to go into a political fight soon, and Brock's swinging power behind that might be helpful.
We all know what kind of swinging power Brock is bringing.
Yeah.
None in
Yeah,
the
he's
physical
bringing career.
form.
Yeah. Career.
I was referring to something else. Another limb, if you will.
I mean, if he
If Jordan were here, he would have gotten it immediately.
I know. Out of character, Look, if he wants to have
What
a hot
up?
battle with Draylon, he can. I mean, that's his choice.
I've already tried to murder somebody. Yep. Interesting game. And to the modern ears, it's like
Oof, you broke up
No.
big time on me.
store.
Say that again for me?
I said to the Smash Mouth is All-Star.
You are a robot.
Yeah.
Oh god. 1, 2, 3.
Alright.
4, 5, 6.
Okay. Yeah. To the modern ear, my pan flute music would sound like Smash Mouth is All-Star.
Cancer.
I'm upset, but not mad.
Alright, you guys are looking for somebody to take out. It is the 36 of Father. Areas you guys could do that in would likely have to be outside of the city. Oof. Horrendous suggestions. Roman is going to have a couple and say, you think we could go cult busting again?
That's always good for a bit of fun. A spot of fun, as some might say.
Jessica is going to look up with a bit of excitement and say, oh, should we contact the Silver Sigil this time?
So speak about where we're going again. Do I make any money playing Smash Mouth on my pan flute?
You will know once you guys get to where you're going. It depends on the area of town you guys walk through. Standing outside here, though, even with a nat 20, you would, if you want me to do the result of that performance check now, you would garner some attention. No money, but several beggars would come up and start clapping. You are in a very poor section of town.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna wait. But are people impressed?
Yes, very much so.
Yes! That's my new goal in this game, to be the most well-known pan flute player in the world. Since I've kind of found out where my seat is.
A bard playing music? It's so weird.
A bird. A bird!
A bard playing music. It's so weird.
I'm not a bard.
Oh. Someone playing music. That's so weird.
A deer. A female deer.
Me?
Doe, a deer. Doe, a deer. A female deer.
Alright, I'm gonna mute you if you don't stop singing.
I am a beautiful singer.
Alright,
I can sing.
do you guys have a decision on the matter?
We're gonna have to go find Brock.
As to what we're doing, you mean?
Yes.
That's an excellent question that I do not know the answer to.
Well, I'm just gonna sit back here and wait for you guys to make a decision, because I'm new to the party.
Have I eaten enough?
As of right now, no. You are hungry. You are not in fatigue state.
I'm not in fatigue state?
You are not in fatigue state, but you do have a terrible hunger. You would be there very soon. You do remember last time it took Brock, I think, an hour before he experienced fatigue? But also that's because he was unprepared for it. I think you had a huge meal before you left the manor.
Yeah. So I'm still hungry. Alright, in that case, I will opt that we go get some more food.
Alrighty. Nearest tavern?
Let's go back to the manor.
Okay. On the way back to the manor, in terms of more awful suggestions, Roman's going to rub his nose and say, so, Tristan, you think that mirror could find Dagger Dude?
I think it could find a great many number of things. And I think limiting it to just one person would be an awful waste of its abilities. Don't you agree?
Roman's going to say, I think we should focus it on him before Draylin. I mean, Draylin's really not that bad. Rox is going to say, there are a lot more people we could use that thing for. Otherwise, you guys get to... Oh, actually, that wasn't the check. That was a... Yeah, otherwise, you guys get to the manor with no other incidents happening. For Zilia, you guys are... you guys come to the Nakart Manor in the south of the town. It is elaborate and massive, and there are large numbers of patrols of guards moving around it, as there was recently a kidnapping that got a lot of attention a couple of days ago in the city, and since then anybody who's been willing to pick up a spear has been hired as a guard.
Do I know if my good friend...
No, you would not. This is just general political information that people know coming in and out of the city, especially in this region of town.
Alright.
Alright, but inside, you guys are able to once again have the servants start whipping you up food. This time, though, the cooking staff looks... Can you guys hear me?
No, we cannot hear you. We are all deaf.
I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I can only barely hear you.
Oof, let me turn my volume up.
No. It's not volume. It's probably the internet on my end.
Okay. Sorry about that. It is just not a conductive night for me. But anyways, this time when you guys ask the servants for food, they look slightly unhappy to serve you before you are actually served without anybody complaining. Halfway through the meal, though, the chef is going to come through and begin talking with the party. He is going to look very sheepish in approaching you guys, but eventually say, good masters, good masters. We are in service to the Surreals, of course, but you are going through so many of our kitchen supplies, and he'll gesture to Zilia and say, constantly bringing new mouths to feed.
No, I would not eat here. It's not an insult, but I would not eat here.
Okay, well, they just have to make an excessive amount of food for Tristan right now, regardless.
Right.
So they wouldn't know who they're making it for. But he's going to say, perhaps you can contribute back to the supplies?
I am going to pull out, I'm going to pull out, 20 gold and give it to him.
Hey, you'll cover Tristan for like 2 days.
Yeah, I'm going to have him hand him 20 gold piece, and I say, will this cover it?
He'll nod, taking it and bowing, and leaving you guys off to your meal.
I'm gonna follow him back to the kitchen.
And steal your money back? Good plan. I love it.
Alright, you're able to do so.
How much money did I make on the way here, by the way? Because I said I was gonna play my flute, and you said I was gonna make some money.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't make, even in the best of conditions here, you wouldn't make a huge amount of money, whatsoever. Actually, you'd make 0 gold even on a nat 20, because the huge part of Somia is just slums, and the people on the street would be beggars. But the people you're passing, as you're passing by them playing, even though your music's beautiful, they wouldn't just turn and say, "Oh, here's a gold, thank you." You know, if you were set up performing someplace, it would probably be a huge difference.
I'm
you do,
keep
however,
that in mind.
get noticed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep that in mind, and I'm gonna set up a stand later during like the busiest hour.
Alrighty.
I am gonna follow the cook back, and I'm gonna ask him for a favor.
What do you say to him?
I'm just gonna follow him back. Everybody else can do a thing real quick. Because I'm kind of figuring out how to phrase it. Because it's gonna sound weird no matter what way I say it. So, yeah. Don't wait for me!
The rest of the party is, the ones who are eating are joined by Rachia and, Brock and Career. When they join the party, is Tristan going to say anything to them?
Brandon, you are breaking up so bad.
It might be the voice recognition on this thing, so I don't like using it. Any better? Oop, and she disconnected. I think we're going to handle this conversation with Raichia, and then I'm going to call it a night there, if that's alright with you guys.
Sure. It's been kind of a dumpster fire.
I'll accept that. But when you guys were last talking, or rather when the party last talked to Raichia, Brock informed her that you found the mirror. And you guys had decided not to tell Anadelia yet.
Right. So Brock is here with his sister.
Yes.
Okay.
Brock is going to Brock's going to walk up to Tristan, putting a haughty hand on the back of his shoulder, laughing,
A haughty
and
hand.
yeah, just kind of like one of those frat boy pats. And he's going to say, "You're looking dull, Tristan."
Tristan attempts to not vomit.
And he turns to Career and says, "See, I really like this. I like when he can't lash back with all those awful things he likes to say."
When you're ready, I've kind of figured out how I'm gonna word it.
Alrighty.
What sort of awful things?
Brock is gonna say, "Well, damn it, looks like you got cured of that." Silence was gonna be so
in
beautiful.
Short order, although no thanks to you.
He is going to say, "Hey, I talked to my sister. We both decided that we're not going to tell Anadelia about the mirror until it's time." Raichia is going to chime in and say, "Yes, she's currently in a meeting. She's getting ready for the council to start meeting back at the start of the year." Raichia is going to look to Tristan and say, "So, what do you plan on doing with it?"
We're going to use it to achieve, to further a bit of our own agenda for the time being. This includes hunting down a couple of miscreants, Draylin among them. I'm sure this is a reasonable course of action. What say you?
Raichia is just going to go wide-eyed a little bit and say, Lord Madison has always been pleasant. I don't agree with his incessant slave trading."
Neither do I. That's why I think it's high time that he paid the price, if you will.
Raichia is going to ask, "So, what is it that mirror does?"
Tristan glances back at the mirror and says, It grants heightened senses, for one thing. It does a number of other things as well, but for the most part, that is what we know for now.
She is going to swallow and then ask, "Do you think perhaps instead I could use it?"
And what would you use it to accomplish, if I might ask?
She's going to laugh a little bit, and it's more of kind of like that chuckle of like, "This is very embarrassing," and she turns red and says, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you."
I would encourage you to try me.
She looks down for a moment, then brushes her hair back behind her ear and says, "The night that I was kidnapped, the mercenaries who attacked me, there was a rabid demon among them. A werewolf of sorts. I know, it sounds silly, but I scared him off into the night. But it's been hard sleeping knowing that he's still out there. Anadelia doesn't believe me. And the guards that fought him died that day, so I'm the only witness." She looks at the mirror and says, "But with that, I think I could find him."
That may well be possible. Let's, I think, however, and this is me generally spitballing, so stop me if I begin to sound, insane.
Let's put a pin in that.
Yes, absolutely. I think that while your idea does have merit, that we should come back to that in due time. There are... you said the werewolf creature already fled. So it's quite likely that this creature may continue to flee and may, ipso facto, prove difficult, if not impossible, to actually track down, even if we know where he is.
Rachia going to laugh a very fake laugh and say, yeah, it was silly. Yeah, you're right.
It was not silly. I'm merely suggesting that we come back to it at a later time. After all,
she
crimes
nods.
Must be answered for. Now, I would like to ask Brock what he thinks of this, but being that he is currently indisposed, I suppose that'll have to wait.
Brock doesn't take lightly to attacks on his sister, but I would say more than likely both Brock and Anadelia are more concerned about the mercenaries. And Brock would mirror that sentiment using finger quotes for the word mercenaries.
Okay, when along the timeline is this? Because the mercenaries, I know who we're talking about here. Aren't they working for Rachia right now?
Yeah, nobody knows that.
Oh, she hasn't even told her brother.
Nobody's asked.
Well, fair enough.
But yeah, we'll jump over to Zilia, and then we'll probably call it there for the session. What does she want to ask this chef?
She was gonna ask him if there was any way that she could help around the house for her end of the keep. You know, like going and running deliveries, stuff like that. Okay.
What motive is she getting at here?
How can she help around the house to, like... She's trying to... See, I told you it was going to be weird no matter what I say it. She's trying to hint at what she can steal throughout the house to help the house? Like, what do they need that they cannot afford?
Yeah, he's going to be looking at you a little bit strange as you're asking for this, and he's not going to be really picking up on what you're putting down, and he's going to say, "You are a guest, and we're ordered to take care of the guests as long as you're here."
Well,
That said, we have a budget that Lady Surreal allows us to operate on, and when we exceed that for one guest, it hurts for what we can do for others.
no, yeah, I understand. Alright, and I'm gonna walk back to the table.
Alrighty, we will pick up the session there next week. Because
We've only been playing for like an hour.
yes, but I would very much like for the moment you meet Brock Brooks and his sister for Jordan to be here for that.
Okay.
Because I am not about to spend the next hour hitting on you and then his wife hitting him and etc, etc, etc.
Wait, he's actually married?
He is married. Thanks to Tristan. Tristan was his best man.
He married his kidnapper.
Hold up.
Wait. Is he married in the game or is he married in real life? That was my question.
No, he's married in the game.
Okay. So he's married. I can totally get down to that.
And Tristan was his best man. Like, Tristan brought him to the altar.
Yeah.
Wait, was he unconscious?
Let's be really clear here and careful about what the things that we say, Brandon, because Tristan takes exception with the idea that he has any relation to Brock whatsoever.
That's why no one has brought it up at all.
Are they gay?
Oh, you can feel the tension.
Yeah, that's a mace to the face.
No.
That is a serious question, though. Are they gay?
No.
They're totally gay!
No. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, JD as...
Yes.
JD
Now,
as...
see, here's the thing.
go ahead, JD.
It's adorable!
Tristan is not only not of that variety, he is, in addition, married himself to another woman with whom he has children.
Okay, and your point, a lot of gay men have children.
But no. While that would be an interesting, and I stress interesting in quotation marks, plot twist, I don't think it really wouldn't be in the direction I'm trying to take this character to swing that.
Yeah, this campaign has many bisexual and gay characters in it, which, you know, is super cool. But I am letting you know, JD, I will murder you if Tristan's character arc is I hate Brock because I'm secretly in love with him.
Right.
Just letting you know that.
We already have to deal with the walking cliche of Brock trying to get a harem.
Right. But in the interest...
I mean, think of it this way. Think of it this way, okay? Tristan could close his eyes and he could pretend to be with any person he wanted.
I'll grant you that. But also, he just wouldn't.
He totally... I've only known him for a little bit, he totally would! Adventuring is a very, very lonely profession.
Alright, guys.
I disagree.
I'm going to say next session is on the 25th. Hopefully we'll have the whole party there.
We can dream.
Yeah, I know, right? Small session tonight. 200 EXP for removing the curse. Oh, you know what? 300 for doing it peacefully.
Without murdering anybody.
Yeah, and I think I'm just going to say an additional 400 for just storyline stuff. And that storyline being... Oh, snap! You guys actually didn't dig on Nathan's storyline anymore tonight, so I'm not going to award EXP for that, but that is something that you guys now know that Nathan stole more than she said she stole.
I mean, I don't think any of us at any point were like, nah, she probably didn't steal stuff. Because she definitely 100% stole stuff.
Yeah, but her reasoning was she only took the things that were hers.
That is a lie.
That she thought were hers.
That is also a lie.
Anyways, 400 tonight for Reichia's storyline, and very, very slightly figuring out, hey, there's also a werewolf in town. I'm going to end the broadcast.